with Half Dozen Customs. Back out here on the Jeep. I sanded down the couple of low spots that we coated on here the other night. I was actually able to get everything sanded out this time. You know, before we were sanding on it, and the low spots, like, we weren't even close to being able to touch, you know, with the sandpaper. This time I actually was able to get it all sanded. But I can still feel, like, up here feels really good. Up at the front feels really good. This little round body line here that runs here needs more work. There's still something going on right here. And I can feel this still. So we're definitely going to be putting another coat on here, and hopefully, you know, that should be it. But I'm gonna get our Duraglass that we put on the other night. I'm gonna get that roughed out, and then we'll decide what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna jump over to the other side, or are we gonna start coating this stuff over here? Okay, I think we got all that sanded down pretty nicely. I'm gonna sit back. Oh, my bad. Y'all ain't even watching. So, we got everything sanded down. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it all. But I'm gonna step back and kind of do a guy stare and kind of figure out what direction I want to go with. So, you know, it's either, you know, get this coated again and concentrate on this till it's done, because it is so close to being done. I think I was running low on filler. Hey, had I not ran low on filler, I think it would have been done by now. But we got new filler, so that was delivered yesterday, so we're good to go. And then, do I start on this door and start, we've already started on the door, but do I start coating the door with lightweight filler and get this done, and then get this done, and then start working on this that way and get that done, and then jump back over to the other side that we've already started and continue on over there, and just kind of around the truck, and normally that's how I try and work on one thing, get it done, work on the next thing, get it done, work on the next thing, get it done, and not bounce around. Lately we've been kind of bouncing around, because while I'm waiting for one thing to dry, we'll jump over there and start working on that over there, and then come back to this over here when it's dry. And I've been trying to kind of bounce back and forth between the two. That's not normally how I do things, because you can get lost in it real quick. You can get overwhelmed. So let me just kind of step back and think about this for a moment and see where we're gonna go. We may still bounce back and forth, but I need to brainstorm. I need to clear my mind. Woosah. Okay. Went in, got some coffee, and sat here and stared at it. Haven't quite figured out the route that I want to go yet. So what I'm going to start with is we can DA down this door and get it ready. It's in sandblast at the moment, so we need to sand all that down, and maybe it'll show us some more of what needs to be done. I'll be able to see more of it. door sanded down and cleaned up. So now I think, you know, if we're gonna start body work on it, it's ready. Now, I think, you know, we got the Duraglass in the spots where I wanted it. And we need to, there's a couple more spots that I see that, like, you know, there's a couple of dings and dents down here in this corner. There's a dent right here that I see. There is some bad pitting in this area here. There's a dent right there. You know, there's a dent right here, right at the top of this body line. If I remember correctly, this door frame from like right below the door handle all the way to the top was folded over and full of filler. And we hammered that all back straight, and I can see my hammer marks there. So like that needs to be coated. And then of course we need to, you know, coat our areas that we've already coated with the Duraglass. And I think it would be a good idea to go through and put a coat on all that stuff and get that stuff kind of worked out and get it close to what we're looking for. So then that way we can come in and coat the rest and kind of, you know, blend over everything. Now, like around the edge of the door, we have a dent there that we pin pulled and I put a coat of Marglass over it. But like around the edge of the door, like I don't think that there's a whole lot. Looks like I maybe see something right there. So I don't think like we're gonna coat all the way around the window. We'll coat the flat part around the window, and we'll probably coat right above this body line, and then that'll be it for the top of the door. We're not gonna do anything with these three body lines. I don't think we're gonna do anything underneath this body line. I don't see anything there. We're gonna coat inside here. We're gonna coat this. We're gonna coat the sides. We'll coat inside here. We're not gonna coat these three lines down on the bottom, but we'll coat below it. And then, you know, we'll get everything all sanded out. So, you know, I'd like to just coat what needs it, and what doesn't need it, you know, we're not gonna do nothing with, because, you know, least amount of filler the better. Plus there's, you know, there's a lot to this, and if we coat it all, you know, if we coat it all, then it's just a lot more work for something that I don't really see, you know, any reason to coat it. So if we see something, we'll coat it. But other than that, I'm gonna hit the main flat spots. Alright, I got a lot more coated than I thought. Let's hope this piece is done now. If not, we'll just coat it again, but we were pretty darn close at last time. But if you remember in the last video of us working on this, I had told you that, you know, usually if we have a nice coat, smooth coat over the whole thing, and then there's a low spot that we need to fill, and we fill that low spot, come back and re-sand everything. No matter what I do, at least, to sand that down, you always feel where that low spot was. Being that you sand off the material around that low spot even more, you know, it's not coated all the way, whatever the case may be. So hopefully now, with one nice tight coat pulled over the whole thing, we'll be okay. Still got to work on this little lip down here just a little bit. We're close with that, but that we'll work on a little separately. And we got a lot of this door coated, which, you know, I made enough to do it, so not on purpose. All right, well, I think that's it. And I think it's lunchtime, so see you guys back out here a little bit later. Hopefully this will be ready to sand and we can start sanding it down, and hopefully this will be okay. See you guys shortly. Alright, we're back out here after some lunch. I'm going to start by cleaning up this this gap between the door and the truck. So I'm just going to do it by hand with a little piece of sandpaper here, and it'll take me a few minutes. Alright, well, you see the fun I'm about to go through, so I go all the way down the door. So we'll be back. Okay, so switched over to a paint stick, wrapped in some 80, going a lot easier. There's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but we got it cleaned up. Now I'll take the air file and we'll start filing some of this down. I think it feels pretty good. I think that that's ready for primer. As long as we don't get stuff all over it while we're working on the rest of it. Sorry it's kind of loud right now. It sounds like it's pouring rain outside. Hot tin roof. So I think the next thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna mix up a little bit of filler. We need to do the bottom edge of the door. Remember, we put this skin on, and you know that lip gets folded over. It gets hammered from the inside, but just in case there's anything down there, we're gonna coat the bottom of the door. You know, we do got a coat along where this weld is here. There's a little bit of a low spot right here. We got a decent low spot over here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Over here, there's a low spot. We got a coat along this top edge up here. And then, you know, of course we got to do in here, but I'm going to try and get all the outside edge of the door done before we jump back in here. You know, I put some here, and I might put some here again, because we still got a low spot right there. Remember, this was all, there was a lot of damage there. You know, I don't think I'm going to do too much up here. I think this all will get coated in one, but we may hit this low spot here. So So maybe once we get this coated, what I want to coat, there's a couple spots on this back corner that, like, you know, I had a little filler left over, so I swiped it. We'll get that stuff sanded down. Where that body line was, just behind the cab over here, I hit that with Duraglass, so we can get that sanded. And we can start sanding the other side, you know, while we're waiting for this stuff to dry. So we got about an hour and a half till quitting time, so we'll see what we can get done. Okay, we'll see how that turns out. Let's see. I see there's one little spot right here that I missed, but it's starting to harden up on me, so I can't do anything about it now. It started hardening up when I was spreading that top. But, let's see, what do we got time-wise? A little bit of time. I think we'll jump over to the other side and we'll sand that up over there. Or maybe we'll jump to the back over here and we'll sand that up. We'll see where I go. Ow! Oh, my back's going out. I've done too much. Let me mix up a little bit here, and we're gonna coat a couple of low spots, and then I think at that point we'll call it a night. Man, I might as well just coated the whole thing. Dope. Is what it is. I wasn't planning on that being a final coat, so it's definitely not a final coat. Okay, well, I think we got quite a bit done today. I believe this part on the other side is ready for primer. We got a good portion of that door roughed in. And we got another coat on this. We got some of the stuff on the back sanded down. Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be out here bright and early tomorrow morning. And we'll probably jump back over there on that door. And maybe jump back and forth between the door and this. And who knows, maybe we'll start on this door with, you know, getting it DA'd down and cleaned up and getting it ready. Tomorrow's another day. Remember, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. See you in the next one. I'm out.